Welcome to video M17A on quality. This is our first video and our last module. I bet you thought it would never arrive. As per the usual, let's cover the Module 8 learning objectives before we move into quality. So first we're going to discuss quality measurement approaches. Then we're going to try to apply some of those approaches for setting performance expectations. We're going to talk about management control systems, and we're going to contrast cost centers, revenue centers, and profit centers. And lastly, we're going to identify and explain types of management compensation. So this is a fairly diverse module, and we touch on a handful of a number of things. So in the US, especially after World War II, the big three automakers had the good fortune to be able to focus solely on top-line revenue. And so cars could be built to be replaced in a short amount of time. Alfred Sloan, the head of GM, pursued a policy known as planned obsolescence. And most odometers on cars read only up to 5 digits. I think that speaks to how long they expected cars to last. However, by the 1980s, this strategy was beginning to backfire. More choices of autos were becoming available to the US car consumer, and ratings of quality by consumers started to reflect the big three's lack of focus on quality. Japanese cars, long associated with poor quality up through that time, started to eclipse US cars in the rating. If quality leads to profits, the results were inevitable. U.S. automakers' market share started to fall, while the overseas competition, especially Japan, started to gain. The quality of U.S. manufacturing became such an issue that the U.S. government even went so far as to establish an award for quality by companies in the U.S., in an effort to try to increase the quality of U.S. products. So this chart from your text is intended to show a linkage between quality and profitability. So it probably overstates the effects of quality on cost, but it also probably understates the effect of quality on revenues. The ability to get more widespread opinions more easily due to the advent of internet-based ratings, reviews, and opinions means that consumers can be much better informed on making a good value decision. I think the point is, quality matters. So what is quality? We should not be fooled into thinking that quality represents the best of anything. It often does not. I think it's safe to say that few of us walk out of McDonald's prepared to claim that that was the best hamburger we ever ate. But does that mean that McDonald's is low quality? McDonald's is serving quality in a different way: speed and consistency. What is more important is that very few of us ever enter McDonald's expecting the hamburger to be the best we've ever had. But we do expect it to be quick, cheap, and more or less the same as it was the previous 100 times we stepped into any McDonald's anywhere in the world. Quality is better captured as the difference between customer expectations and the product. It's the gap, not the raw measure. We can focus on two components: design quality, which is, does this product or service give me what I want? And performance quality, which is, does it perform as I expected? If a customer walks into McDonald's expecting Ronald to serve up a premium burger, then the design quality has failed. The customer's expectation of a thick, juicy burger with fresh condiments, lettuce, tomato, onions is going to be sorely met when they experience a thin patty with a squirt of ketchup, mustard, and some dehydrated onion flakes and a couple of pickles. If, on the other hand, the design is well calibrated by the customer experiences, and a cold burger or a stale bun or too few many pickles, well, that's a performance quality failure. Here's the textbook's framework for managing and controlling quality. Oh wait, Here is the textbook's framing for managing and controlling quality. And frankly, it doesn't look a lot different than the last picture. I'd say our authors could use some infographics training. As with almost everything else in this text, the role of the management accountant, well, it's a bit overplayed, but the basics are still present. Customer expectations are the cornerstone, as these drive the quality goals. These goals obviously have to be engineered as part of the work process. And the work process is monitored, quality failures and the cost of these failures is collected. These are combined with non-financial indicators to determine where additional quality investment or spending should be made. In the meantime, customers are being delivered products and their measures of satisfaction also become part of the feedback loop. Lastly, the quality-related information is used to set new quality goals in search of continuous improvement, and the cycle continues over and over. One of the items mentioned in the flow is Six Sigma. Now, I would describe Six Sigma as the latest in a long history of quality initiatives being used by businesses with one basic goal in mind: how to improve. You might call Six Sigma more generally a model for continuous improvement. It was not the first, and it almost certainly will not be the last. But all of these continuous improvement processes share a large number of underlying steps. Number one, define the problem. Where is quality lacking? Where is the product failing? Number two, measure the deviation from quality. For example, you may have seen the average time to fulfill a drive-through order in some fast food establishments. If speed is the expectation, we cannot expect speed to improve if we do not measure it. Analyze the results of the data or process. What part of the process takes the longest between order and fulfillment? What part of the process could be enhanced to make it go faster? Having the cashier or runner make beverages takes a long time. I wonder if we could improve that. 4, improve the process. The McDonald's automatic beverage system is designed to speed preparation of the beverage portion of the order. Maybe placement of the cups or the ice or the dispenser or the cash register. And number 5, control. New measures can now be taken to ensure the process does not fail. All right, that's an overview of quality, especially from a management accounting perspective. In the next video, we're going to cover measuring the cost of quality. Thanks for watching.